To the surgeons slash doctors of Reddit. What is the most disgusting thing you've ever seen? My paycheck as an intern. Lol. Maggots on a nursing home patient. I was an EMT. I'm on mobile, so sorry for the crappy formatting. We were called to a generic patient in distress and responded to a lower middle class neighborhood where some kind strangers had seen a man collapse by the road. They brought him into their home and called 911. The smell was the first thing to hit me, and it wasn't anything I experienced before. We picked up plenty of drunks and homeless people. I've been splashed with more bodily fluids than I care to remember, but I had to really muster my strength on this one. The man was beyond kind, which made realizing and telling him the gravity of his condition even harder. He'd been laid off when a factory purged workers and his life slowly unraveled into mostly homeless. He was trying to walk to the shelter when he just couldn't keep his legs under himself anymore. Cutting his pants from the ankle up to the knee exposed advanced gangrene that had spread above the knee on both legs. He said it started at his feet and asked if we wanted him to take off his shoes. I said no, because I wasn't confident his foot would stay on. What caused this? Diabetes. He was on the brink of death. His only hope was surviving a double above the knee amputation and a sure case of sepsis because of peeping diabetes. He'd lost his healthcare and couldn't afford the insulin. Tight on money also meant he was only eating what he could afford at gas stations with occasional fast food, compounding his diabetes. Clean socks, mild soap, lotion, and a pumice to care for his feet might as well have been a Lamborghini. This man apologized for pieces of his flesh falling off in this nice couple's kitchen and in our ambulance. The kicker was we were a 20-minute drive from 5 hospitals. The number would jump into double digits if you made it 45 minutes. Johns Hopkins and University of Maryland Hospital are world class, and there are people dying of diabetes. Speep. I could see Johns Hopkins from the main road the subdivision was off of. I know this wasn't the exact tone of the thread, but it's something that can't be shared enough. HIPAA barred me from ever knowing what happened to him, but I obsessively read the obituaries for weeks and never saw his name. His best case scenario was living wheelchair bound in a state facility after surgery and rehab that costs hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of dollars. He could have lived happily and worked for 30 to 40 more years if he was able to get real food, medicine, lotion, socks, and regular showers. Foot care is something all diabetics must do because of how it affects your circulation. A blister can turn into losing a toe very quickly. Not a med guy, but have had to friends start with a nick on their foot and wind up with no lower leg. Both non-compliant diabetics. Exploded fluorescent light bulb in the vagina. I think my vagina just shriveled and is hiding in my chest cavity. I was an OR assistant, not a surgeon or nurse, but I helped with setup and takedown of surgeries. Worst cases were the folks with necrotizing fasciitis. We had to just chunk off more of their flesh each time they came back. Also had a guy whose entire body was burned from an explosion while making meth. Rough stuff. Not worth 15 hours. I don't even know how to respond to that.